Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Phatkat Collections. And today I'm excited to share with you guys another watch review. And this watch today is by the company DeltaT. And if you've seen my videos in the past, you know I've reviewed two of these watches to date. In their lineup, they only make about, let's see here, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different watch styles. So it's a very limited company on the amount of watches they make, but of the ones they do make, they really make some interesting and very, very unique designs. I reached out to them probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and they were so generous. I just want to, again, thank them for the generosity. They were very generous in sending me one of their NBS models. And if you haven't seen my review on that, I definitely urge you to check it out. It's, as far as I've seen, one of the most unique watches that I actually have in my collection and that I've seen to date. Now, Invicta makes a lot of different unique watches, and everybody and their brother is making something that's really unique, whether it's a big watch or a small watch. Like I said, there's always something for everybody, and there's a lot of really interesting designs out there. And there's a lot of very simple and boring designs out there. And I tend to like the ones that kind of are very, very unique and very interesting looking. And if you haven't checked that one out, I definitely urge you to check out my playlist, check out my other videos, and check that watch out. So I was so impressed with that watch that they sent me a couple, like I said, 6, 7 months ago, that I reached out to them and said, hey, do you have anything new coming out? And around the first of the year, they created their newest creation called the Heavy Armor, where you have different, you can customizable bezel plates you can put on the watch. So very, very unique, very interesting. I have reviewed that about a week ago, so I urge you to check that out as well. So today, when I reached out to them about that watch, they were nice enough to send me that. Again, very generous, thank you. And I also asked them, I said, hey, you also have one called the UMI. And that's this one right here. And I said, hey, I'm interested in reviewing that watch as well. Would you be interested in sending me that? And again, very generous. They said, hey, no problem. We're going to go ahead and send you that as well. So I opted to go with the all-black tactical edition. And this watch is kind of a tactical watch. It has a tactical theme to it. And I'll show you what the box looks like that it comes in and a couple of the accessories. And they make this one in several different executions. These are not a limited edition piece, where a lot of the DeltaT watches that they do make are limited edition. This one here is something you're going to be able to find on their website. And they make it in a stainless steel case. This is 316L stainless steel, which is pretty much what most watch manufacturers make their watches out of. That's a stainless steel used pretty much across the board. Some guys will say, oh, well, some of these really high-end brands use better stainless. No, it's all 316L, with the exception of Rolex, which makes their watches with, I think, a 904 or something like that, has more nickel content. But great quality as far as the materials are concerned. And this one here is powered by a Seiko NH35 automatic movement. So before I tell you about the watch, I just want to go ahead and just show you a couple of close-ups here, and I'll come back to this when I'm showing you after I tell you about it. Just want to give you just a quick once-over of the watch here, and hopefully you can see that. Again, this one here is done in two different executions with 3 different faces. So you can get it in the black face, the dark navy blue face, which is a very dark blue, and then a kind of a tactical dark green. Either black case or with the DLC coating, or stainless steel brush finish. Both are actually brush finish. Now the DeltaT watches, the ones that I've reviewed, I'm pretty sure they all come with this particular case. They come with this dive style box, very similar to what Invicta uses, but I like this one better because it's a lot smaller. Even their other version that comes with more accessories, like the NBS and the Heavy Armor, it's a longer case, it's yellow. But this one here is a lot smaller, and I like it. It's very compact, and it protects the watch in the event that you have to move or something like that. I never, like I said, I don't really store my watches in the case because I have them all locked up. I just feel better about that. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool they give you something like this. You have a pressure equalization valve on here as well. The DeltaT logo on the front and bottom of the case. Actually, I say front and back. And one guy reviewed this. He was like, I don't know why they put it on, he said upside down, because when you're looking at it, you're going to open it, it's upside down, but it's designed to be displayed like this. So it's right side up, okay? So when you open it on up there, you have a thick foam interior. Again, very tactical, very similar to the Invicta style watch cases. And it comes with a canvas band, which I've yet to figure out how the heck it works. A tool to change the bands, a spot for the watch, and of course this green paracord band, which is pretty cool. I haven't really, again, figured out how it attaches to the watch. I assume you just pop the pins through the canvas, but I'm not really sure. It would have been nice if they would have given you a little information on that, but it doesn't really come with any paperwork. Just a DeltaT card that just talks about the, let's see here, it just says just a couple warnings about the crown and the position. So that's about it really as far as that's concerned. We'll just go ahead and put that back in there. But the band is pretty cool. It's definitely something that it's very, very tactical. It's very militaristic. Not something I personally would wear, but it's cool if they give it to you. And it's definitely something I will take camping. It's got a compass on it. For you guys who are into the tactical style watches, if this is your cup of tea, you have the compass, you have a whistle right here, and of course, when you pop that open, you have what I thought was just a blade. It is sharp. You could kind of cut with it. And then, of course, what it's really for is you have a fire starter right here. So you scratch that together, and you'll create a spark. Definitely something that I will use because I'll just go ahead and throw this on my wrist when I go camping. It's just another tool to have in your lineup. As far as the watch is concerned, you have a 44 millimeter case diameter, 15 millimeters in case thickness, so it's a nice thick watch. 316L stainless steel, of course, with the diamond-like coating, 120 clip unidirectional bezel, see-through exhibition back, for those of you who love the back, the exhibition back. And for those of you who comment every time I say, oh, or every time you guys, it's on a quartz, like on the Invictus, I think an exhibition back is cool no matter what it's on. But in this case, it is on the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, so you can see the pendulum in there. I would think it's a great addition to a watch with an automatic movement. A lot of times I have watches in the past, like I just happen to have right here, an Aqua Dive. This is an exceptional timepiece. Automatic, but no exhibition back. I assume they probably do that just for the water resistance, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'd like seeing the exhibition back. I think it's great when you have an automatic movement to show it off. What else about it? You have 24 joules, 21,600 vibrations per hour, and a 41-hour power reserve. The Seiko NH35 is a movement that's used in a lot of the Invicta Grand Divers and Pro Divers and smaller automatics that they make. Or the non-chronograph automatics that they make. And of course, Aragon uses the hell out of these movements. They have the NH34, 35, 36 in a lot of their timepieces. So it's a great movement, affordable, and just a workhorse of a movement. What else about it? Screw down crown, loomed index, and date. I'm trying to get a little closer here so you can see that. And you have 990 feet of water resistance and a sapphire crystal on this particular one. So I'm just gonna, before I go ahead and show you what it looks like on the wrist, which is something that I always do in all my videos, I just want to go ahead and show you the band. You just get a couple close-ups here. I'm gonna try to adjust the light so we can get a little bit of a down lighting on this thing here. If you can see that a little better there. And the strap is not an iso frame, it's not a polyurethane, it's just a rubber strap. The DeltaT logo on the stainless clasp. And that's about it with the particular watch. I mean, it's a very, very basic dive watch. It's of great quality. Now, I just want to point out one thing. When you go to the website, you'll actually notice that it has no numbers on this particular watch. But when I got it, it actually has a combination of Roman numeral and standard numbers on it. So I'm not really sure why the website shows the watch as having a different face. And when I look at the other color combinations of this watch, and I'm just going to go back here, all of them have, actually let me just look at that one more second here. I'm sorry, I spoke incorrectly here. You can get this one in variation of Roman numeral / numbers, no numbers at all, just markers, and you can get it with standard numbers. So those are you actually have, what do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 variations of this particular watch. So in case you, I didn't even realize that when I ordered it, because I don't think they had those other ones on the website. But I'm glad I got this one here, because I like the combination of the numbers and the Roman numerals. I think it's kind of unique. I haven't seen too many watches do that. A very good lume on this here. You probably won't be able to see in the video here, but it does have really good lume on it. And it's going to go ahead and show you the sides again here. Like I said, very, very basic timepiece. Very, very simple in design and very, very minimalistic. I'm a bracelet guy, so I think what I probably am going to end up doing is try to find a black matching bracelet for this here. I'm not a huge fan of the poly and the rubber straps. That's why I took my Aqua Dive and I went ahead and put on this just inexpensive stainless steel shark mesh. And if I could find something in the black shark mesh, I think that'll look really good on this watch as well. But nonetheless, you have 3 different variations that the watch does come with for you to choose from. So without further ado, let's go ahead and throw it on the wrist. Now I'm about 5'7.5". I weigh about 165 pounds, and I have a 7-inch wrist, so all watches look pretty large on me, of course. And you can see 44 millimeter is kind of like your standard size watch. As Invicta lovers, you know, we get very desensitized. A 44 millimeter is not a small watch. For, you know, as compared to a lot of watches out there. A lot of dress watches, or a lot of watches in general, are about the 40 to 42 millimeter. 44 is going to be like a little above standard size. And then of course, if you're, you know, desensitized like me, you know, it feels like anything under 50 and you're like, gosh, it's kind of small, but it's not a small watch. Very, very nice, subdued, simple, clean, black tactical watch. And again, if black's not your thing, you can get it in those other variations that I told you about. See if I can get a good zoom shot on this here. There we go. All right, well that's it really for the UMI by DeltaT. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop a comment. Oh, price point on these ranges from about 480 to, I believe, let's see here, I think they're all 480 now I think about it. Let me just double check though. You're looking at, for the stainless steel edition, 480, and I thought that this was a little bit more in the all black DLC coating, but they might have changed it. Yeah, so 480 gets you any color you want. So I definitely urge you to check out their website. I'll put a link to the website in description. As always, I always put a link in description for the eBay or Amazon referrals if it's available on those sites. I feel like a lot of times you can save a little money by getting it through those sites. And like I said before, if you make a purchase through my links, it does help support the channel, whether that's through eBay or Amazon. eBay is always a spot I prefer to buy watches from, but the folks at DeltaT have a great customer service. So if you have any questions, they're very quick about getting back to you. And if you don't want to, you know, if you want to just ask me the questions and I don't have the answer, I'm more than happy to bump that up the chain there and get you the answer that you're looking for. So guys, thank you very much for watching. DeltaT, I want to thank you again. Hero, my man, thank you so much for your generosity. As always, I look forward to any new products or any new watches that your mind's going to create. I love your company. I think you guys make some really cool stuff, and I'm really happy and fortunate to share it with my subscribers. For my subscribers, going to crack 8,900 here, moving closer to 10,000. Pretty exciting. I'll be really happy once we crack that point. And stay tuned for more watch reviews. I know I've been branching off a lot with a lot of the smart home stuff, and you know, those are two of the things I'm really into. But the channel is really about reviewing all products. So stay tuned for new products. As always, you're always going to see watches. And guys, my Invicta lovers, incoming. I got something coming in the mail that you guys are going to be blown away at. Man, I had to jump on it. I wasn't in the market really to get one right now, but I had to because once they're gone, they're going to be gone. So stay tuned for that. And remember, click like, subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day, folks. Take care.